Well, hello there. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day today. I figured I'd hit you with a quick little video today about two of my least favorite spells. And they always have been. And if you have watched my live play, you will know that my party is using one of these spells right now. And I do not begrudge them that at all. It is sort of standard. So the spell that they're using right now, I'm just kind of bemoaning and wish that it would kind of be changed a little bit. And then there's one spell, for D&D or OSR, it probably applies equally, that I will never let any wizard, magic user, whatever, use in any of my campaigns ever. It is like Talos 4 or whatever that planet was that Starfleet couldn't go to. You simply can't do it. But I guess I'll go back to the first one, and that is invisibility. That's right. So I get it. I get why invisibility is used. It is magical. It's sort of a trope in magic stories. But if you don't watch it closely in your game, it can get out of hand. And I think it can also sort of lead to being a crutch for players if they're not careful. In other words, pretty much you can solve every problem that you throw at a group by having someone be invisible and get the element of surprise on them, or listen in, or do this, that. I do not like that aspect of it. I think invisibility should be in the game. I think it should be a higher level spell. And I think there should be more of a cost to it. Maybe, I'll tell you what, maybe it's so powerful or so draining, that the wizard maybe ages a little bit every time he casts it. In other words, there should be some incentive to not use it all the time for every problem. Because I'll tell you what, if I was a player and it was available, I'd be using it. Why wouldn't you? It's just smart, game playing. It's kind of unfair to ask them to, hey guys, just temper yourself a little bit and don't use it, when it is available. Now, if you want to make invisibility gone in your game and say, hey, that spell doesn't exist, or as I said, you want to up the ante and up the cost for casting it, I think that's fair. I mean, if you think back to, of course, the Lord of the Rings, or the Hobbit, what is the trait of the most powerful artifact, in the world, the One Ring? It gives you invisibility. That is just a flick of the wrist for the average, low to mid-level magic user or illusionist. And it probably should be a little bit more valuable, more rare. Maybe the end of some epic quest is to find some sort of cloak of invisibility, and that really grants the person who owns it some real power. If you think about the Lord of the Rings again, there was a cost to keep using that ring. It started to twist you. There is no cost for invisibility in D&D or any other game. You get all of the benefits, and there is no cost whatsoever. Aside from spell components, that is it. So if you are just starting out a campaign, I would consider house ruling invisibility a little bit. Maybe, I'm not saying get rid of it completely, but just maybe upping the cost in any way, that I mentioned. Either there's a detrimental effect to having it cast on you, or being the one to cast it, or it's very hard to learn. So now we get to the spell that I will never allow any player at my table to use again in any fantasy campaign, and that is the fly spell. Fly is so twinky and stupid. it immediately breaks the suspension of disbelief. When you can float around up in the sky, it is so cheesy. It has no basis really in any good fantasy literature. Of course, everybody always, says, well, the Lord of the Rings, why didn't they just take the eagles and, drop do a bombing raid on the Mount Doom and just drop the ring in there? And, I'm sure all the Tolkien people, always come up with like, well, there's reasons for that. Well, but if you think about it, there's not any real good reasons they couldn't. If you could convince the eagles, who are, supposed to be intelligent, hey, this is going to save the world, I'm sure they'd have said, yeah, let's go. Bombing run active. But yeah, and of course your players, if they had access to a fly spell, they could do the same thing. Just picture it, guys. That guy's floating up in the air like Puma Man. It's so stupid, so game breaking, and so lazy that no, nope. Never. If somebody insisted upon it, that was new to my table and said, yeah, I want this spell or I am leaving, I will gladly show them the door. If you look, if you're a player, who has any respect at all for, kind of the classic fantasy source material, you'll realize it has no place in the game. Now, Featherfall, I'm fine with, actually. I think it should be a bit of a, mid-level spell. Maybe not high level, but mid-level, because that can save your life. But yeah, anything that'll slow you down as you fall, that's fine, but it shouldn't allow you to glide or fly or anything like that. It should just kind of allow you to not die from falling from a height. I will allow that. That's fine. But yeah, just saying, hi boys, line up, boom, 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 boom. Let's fly 1,000 miles, the friendly skies. Not at my table, sir. No way. So, let me know what you guys think. Am I off base here with maybe thinking that invisibility should be a little bit more of a cost, or am I completely wrong as far as outlawing flying? Yeah, that is one thing I will always make clear. You wizards out there, and all you other magic users, that fly spell, just cross it out. You will never use it. And to be fair, unless I have a creature that has wings, or some other explainable way to fly, they're not going to fly either. I'm not going to have a group of brigands, come flying out of the air and jump in. That shit is just too cheesy. So, all right. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button. If you liked it a lot, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that really, really, really liked it, consider joining the channel. $2.99 and above, you get some exclusive content. I'm trying to make it worth it. We're just starting out with it. Got a good base of channel members right now, and it is growing. So consider joining the army while we talk about the game, fight a little bit of the culture war going on that's invading this neck of the woods. Let's have some fun too. And of course, every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. is our very, very funny, very cool live stream. It's called The Lair, with myself and a couple of my friends. We go over news of the day, have a little fun, EFAP some videos. And actually, lately we've been inviting you, the people, to come on and give your voice. So consider tuning in to that as well. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. All right, that's going to do it for today. You guys have a great, great rest of the day, and we will talk very, very soon. I promise. Goodbye. Hey there, it's your boy Double D, and I want to tell you about a great offer from our friends over at Neckbeardia. That's right. We all love James and Megan, and I am happy to say they love us too. That's why they are offering a 10% discount on everything in their store just for my audience. If you haven't done so already, check it out at the link in the description below. They work with a fantastic 3D artist to offer you miniatures with detail you have to see to believe. No need to print anything out. They will take care of that messy and smelly business on their end. All you need to do is pick out your next character or the next group of monsters your party is going to fight. They also have some pretty hilarious subclasses for you guys that are still playing 5th edition, all for less than a cup of coffee. They have adventures, Atomic Punk 2160 by the Basic Expert, t-shirts, and a lot more. Why not support people that don't hate you? Use the promo code DnD10 for 10% off your order. And remember that shipping is free for orders over 50 pounds. That's just a little bit over $60 US. Visit them today and don't forget to use the promo code DnD10.
What qualifies you to be a U.S. Senator? You have 60 seconds.
Hi, good night, everybody.